Taurus, welcome to your prosperity reading for the period from April 1st through July 1st, 2017. It's Raina here, and these are periodic readings that I have been doing. I did one prior to this. I think that's the first and only ones that I have done. And before I'm going to lay out some cards for you, but I'm also going to read a little excerpt from Catherine Ponder's book, The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, to kind of accompany this. I'm not going to do any astro transits because I really, want to be accurate with those, and it's dependent upon your time of birth. I should say your degree point, whatever your sun is in, or your rising sign. So all Tauruses are not alike in that regard. And if you're interested in a personal career reading, please click on the link below. That's when I use your natal chart. And sometimes people don't have that, and I can work around it, but the best thing of all is the natal chart. Okay, I'm just shuffling these cards. I'm doing the reading that the spread that I typically do, and just focusing on prosperity issues. And prosperity isn't just dollars and cents. It's wellness. It's feeling that you're happy doing what you're doing. Okay. And I'm going to read from this book. I just opened it up right now. It's funny. For some reason, when I opened it up, for you, I got personal expressions of love are important. And it says, we have mentioned a number of ways to generate and radiate love in the impersonal phases of life, but let us not overlook the fact that the personal aspects of love need to be expressed regularly in every family. And I did get this card for the outcome, which is about committing to a relationship or, forgiveness, things like that. For instance, psychologists tell us that everyone needs to feel loved, appreciated, and important. It is a basic need of all mankind. Often, those troublesome situations at home in the family group result from lack of love being expressed on a personal basis. For instance, I recently asked a lady who was having trouble in her marriage, when was the last time you looked your husband straight in the eyes and sincerely declared to him, I love you and I think you're wonderful? Startled, she replied, you mean I have to talk like that to save my marriage? I found myself saying, well, isn't that the way you got your husband in the first place? Wives and husbands should make their spouses feel important and needed. I have counseled with businessmen who were involved with other women. To my question, why were you seeing other women, another woman, since you have a lovely wife and a wonderful home? The usual reply was, the other woman makes me feel important and needed, but my wife doesn't. Okay, I'm going to tell you what year this book was published, because I know it was a long time ago. It was published in 1962. Now, some people can say that's old-fashioned and it's like anti-woman, or I don't know why it would be anti-woman. Obviously, it's a two-way street that men should appreciate their wives, but the point is that everything is related in your life. So, if you're unhappy in your relationship, it will affect your career. it will affect every aspect of your life. It could affect your health. It could affect everything. So the point is to seek harmony in every area of your life. And where there's an imbalance, try to figure out how to create balance. So let me start the reading. The card I got for the overall theme is the Three of Pentacles. So this is about you being diligent in your work, working very hard to make something solid. For some people, it's honing your skills. For other people, it's collaborating with others to produce something. And it's about laying those foundations. It's the card of the architect. It's pentacles, your pentacles, because you're an earth sign. So there's something tangible. The progress is tangible. It's not something that's theoretical. You can see it happening. And sure enough, even in the past tense, it's the same kind of an energy. The Seven of Pentacles is about kind of assessing a situation and seeing if it's really going to pay off. Sometimes when I get this card, I think of people who have their own business, particularly, because they are looking at things from a perspective of they've planted the seeds, now where is the harvest? Patience is always advised with the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus is a sign that's known for its patience. But in conjunction with the Three of Pentacles, it can indicate that you are doing some sort of project or maybe starting your own business and in the initial stages. What is alongside this is the Strength card. So there's a sense of self-esteem, confidence, inner confidence that is coming through. This indicates that you are being successful, and it is really uplifting your spirits to the point where you feel that you are competent and that you can do anything. You have a strong sense of optimism probably at this time. During this spring and summer months, of course, I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, but there could be a Leo person that is connected to your business or your job project, and that person is helping you as well. The higher message is the Seven of Wands. So this is a card of, on the spiritual level, it's telling you that you must set boundaries. You must learn to say no when you have to. If you are somebody who is in a position where you have other people under you, you must be able to tell them exactly what they need to do without fearing their reaction and taking responsibility for their reactions or feeling guilty about them. But this is about not allowing yourself to get walked all over. It's okay and necessary to be cooperative and, but overly compliant, no, because that can lead to problems with boundaries. And then you can feel like the victim when you allowed it. What crosses you is the Nine of Pentacles. So it's really about being careful not to be the shadow side of Taurus, which is overly materialistic and self-indulgent. When you're working or trying to pursue something, look at how you serve humanity as well. Not just how it will line your pockets, what kind of things you can buy. Look at how you're going to help other people, because it can be both. You can have abundance and have the things that make you happy, and at the same time be of great service and comfort to other people. And you will feel more fulfilled that way. If you have a job where you're making a lot of money and you can buy all these great things, but you don't feel this sense of a higher mission, or just, I don't know, that it helps other people at a higher level, you might feel quite empty. And then a sign like Taurus can end up perhaps being shopaholics, and trying to fill some void inside of you. And when you're doing work that you feel is satisfying, then your soul feels satisfied. And you don't feel that need to just like have the constant things, because lately the big buzzword on the internet is minimalism. And Taurus is like the opposite of that. You can get into a lot of even hoarding, but shopaholic tendencies. So definitely these kinds of compulsive behaviors, like hoarding and shopping, or shopping and hoarding, probably that's the proper 1-2 punch, is that they are behaviors that are associated with the lower chakras, are like survival. People who may have come from lack, physical lack, may tend to fear not having things, and that causes them to be overly concerned with getting and maintaining material items, when in fact it really is not that important for them overall. They don't need it to survive, but they're in that survival mode. So just be careful of that. That's kind of what I see with that card. The advice, or what's coming in, is the Ten of Swords. Wow. Well, what does that mean? That can mean, when I said at the beginning of this reading, I said that some of you may be doing something on your own. So it may have been that you decided to start your own business. The Three of Pentacles I do see as a creative endeavor, so it could be coming from within you, and the Seven of Pentacles is you kind of assessing it, but this can be a residue from the past. Maybe somebody did let you down at a former job, and that caused you to start something on your own. And sometimes that's a blessing in disguise. But maybe you still are holding on, like that fixed sign that you are, to that betrayal. And the Ten of Swords is saying the worst has ended, so don't hold on. Have you ever heard that or read that story? It's like a Zen story about the two monks, and they were carrying some girl who needed help or something, and I'm going to totally mess up that story, but basically, after they had carried her to the river, they were walking back, and the monk said to the other monk, "Oh, what about this girl?" And he said, "I left her at the river." In other words, why are you he goes, "I left her at the river, why are you still carrying her? Why are you still focused on something that's over with?" I said it completely, in a wrong way. But the bottom line is, you have to let go of any disappointments that have occurred in your past. It may have even been from 10 years ago, who knows? You are on the precipice of something really great. You're building. So keep it up. The outcome is the Two of Cups. By the way, maybe that Ten of Swords is in your private life. Maybe that's why I read that passage from Catherine Ann Ponder. And maybe that has been affecting. Maybe your personal life has been impacting your professional life. This card is about forgiveness, if that's the case. For some of you, maybe you'll get back with a partner that you were estranged from. And as a matter of fact, you know, we're going to have a Mercury retrograde in April in Taurus. So maybe that will affect who you're communicating with. Maybe you'll rethink somebody, maybe a lover, you know, a partner. Maybe you decide that you are going to take on a partner because you can't do it all by yourself and you need to kind of delegate. So whatever's happening, you know, it looks really good for this period of time. When I get, you know, multiple pentacles, it seems like the money is flowing. So anyway, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this and good luck to you. Bye.